Timothy. Forget Fred. He's about to cook up. Literally as I fucking said it. Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome to Company of Heroes 3. Now, I originally intended to make this into a 2-episode series where I looked at the skirmish and then I looked at the campaign, gave my overall thoughts and sort of left it at that. But I thought, considering this thing has a campaign, which is like a big strategy sort of thing, and because I actually am surprisingly getting into this game more so than I previously would have thought, I thought to myself, why don't I just do a let's play, like a traditional campaign-y sort of thing, you know, and talk about the shit that I like and I don't like, and then at the end of it we can kind of go huzzay, you know, it's a nice free campaign, it's an enjoyable game, you know, yes, it's an alpha, but it's a game, so yeah, why not? But before we start, few caveats obviously to start with. First, as you can see by the giant text onto the left side of the screen, it is a pre-alpha preview, which means not everything you see is representative of the final product, and as such, there will be things like icon glitches, audio bugs, random things that will come up and be like, rah, 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 and, you know, shit like that. It is not completely fixed. That was me just attaching my headphones because I got a little boop boop noise. That's basically my headphones saying no battery. Anyway, so whenever I put the fucking thing in, when I'm not recording, it's completely quiet. And then when I want to try and record something, I just hear boom, 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 and I'm like, now you decide to fucking work. Anyway, besides the point. So, what exactly is this? Well, this, as said, is the pre-alpha preview, which allows us to play skirmish modes and a campaign where we get to try out some of the new features and do our best to talk in the survey. Now, I would very much recommend you guys take the campaign, play the skirmishes, then take the survey. This is a very rare opportunity for us to be able to express our opinion as gamers and for them to kind of take it seriously. Whether or not they do, it depends on how well we provide the feedback, as well as we taking the survey, posting on the forums, that sort of thing. A thing that I'm very bad at doing, but I'm trying to encourage you guys so that if I fuck up, at least you guys will do better than me. So, we are going to be playing on the campaign. There is no choice of difficulty, and every time you start a new campaign, it'll erase your save game data. So, without further ado, let's get started.
In Company of Heroes 3, no two playthroughs are the same. You can choose to recreate or rewrite history. The Italian campaign begins with a decision, where to start. This time, the player chose to start on 2 fronts. Landing at Taranto, the player used the power of the Indian Artillery Company and their devastating weaponry to crush any opposition. The player also attempted to land at Salerno with their American company, but they came up against tough resistance from the Germans. In response, the player chose to deploy their British armored here to support the offensive. Finally, they broke through the German defense, which gave them a powerful presence in Italy. Partisan forces joined the Allied efforts, sabotaging bridges to prevent German retreats. The player took advantage of this by using the Air Force to drop a special operations company behind the trapped enemy. The next objective is to secure Naples, and this is where you come in.
Commander, Naples is under attack. German planes are using Pomigliano Airfield to launch bombing runs over the port. We must capture that airfield.
He looks like he needs a shit. Anyway, and on that bombshell, in 2 ways, more ways than one, we begin our campaign. So, when you start the campaign, at least in the alpha, you get a choice of 3 types of plans. The first is a more American focus, where you've got shitloads more, like probably more bonus starting munitions, an airborne company with a rifle detachment. Which, by the way, I apologize if my commentary kind of goes downhill a bit. It is fucking warm at the time of this recording, and my room is basically, the recording room is kind of bottling everything up, so it is very warm. You can also go with the British plan, whereupon you can get a more defensively focused group. You get extra resources on 3-day supply shipments. We'll get into that later. And you get 2 naval destroyers, which you can only get the 1 for the Americans. And then finally you get the combined plan, which is basically the best of both worlds, or best of shit, in my opinion. Because while bonus manpower is nice and partisan relations is also nice, artillery, mortars, sapper, armored, 2 naval destroyers, and bonus resources on our 3-day supply shipments. All of those literally says go with this. You're a moron if you go. No, sorry. You're less intelligent if you go with this, and you're a complete moron if you go with that. So there we go. And here is the campaign. So you do get a tutorial, and it is a very good tutorial. It did tell me everything I needed to know, and it did a very good job and all that jazz of giving me the confidence and all that bollocks. Right, so this is a look at the campaign map. We've got a lot to talk about, and I'll try and keep it as relatively quick but entertaining at the same time. But for anyone worried about spoilers, do not worry. This is apparently randomly, like, this basically doesn't look like what it's going to be in the final game, so huzzay for that one. Second, I can actually see, though to be fair, this does look pretty fucking, can I, I can turn it round. I can turn it around. Ooh, I can see further. I see trees of green. Nazis there too. Anyway, so getting back to the point, this is the campaign map. Similar to Total War, to the 4X games and all have you. You have a number of units under your command. You have your particular base of operations, naval units, and you can have and the units that you select have a variety of different options to go with. Now, the big difference between units and companies and detachments is that the companies are actually the kind of groups who you'll be going into combat with whenever you go into the actual battle for certain locations, whereas the detachments are basically the guys who come with, that you can basically, similar to the reinforcement range in Shogun 2, if you keep them around a specific area, or next to the dudes who are about to attack a particular target, you can actually select them to join you in that battle as a call-in option. Which is a really cool idea, I think. It's actually quite nice, because, for example, I, as a British player, could call in a couple of Yank infantry platoons, which we're going to have to do, unfortunately, to come in with me during a battle to give me some extra infantry. Actually, what I'm actually going to call, I'm going to call in Assault Engineer instead, because I'm evil, and a 50 cal machine gun team, as second, who then can jump in and provide me a bit of a bonus to combat and all that jazz. So the companies themselves, because if we select the infantry, you can give them, they have a certain amount of options they can choose. For example, there's an ability for us to cancel counterfire, or to stop auto counter-attacking with nearby friendly units. Basically what that means is certain units within a certain radius will assist your units in attacking a target. For example, if I told if I move these guys up into a certain position, then told my tanks to attack that infantry unit, in addition to the tank unit attacking, the mortars would attack as well, which is pretty good. Why you would want to turn this off, I imagine it's because it consumes their action point. So if you don't want to use the action point, then that's fine, which is okay, but I don't really think I will personally go for something like this, because it makes too much sense to have troops being able to auto-attack, and the few times it does fuck you over, less as important as the time that you might need them to shoot them and they don't because you remembered you turned it off. So yeah. So certain units like this MG group, if we try to move up, will get caught in their field of fire. So if we were infantry, we would get decimated. But because we're not, then yeah, we're fine. It's okay. We're good. So if we attack detachments, we are basically going into that. I'm unsure if we attack regiments or companies, we'd actually get into an actual skirmish battle, or whether we go into something else, but that's besides the point. There's also, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you can actually break down the strength if you press the left control and do a whole bunch of things to talk about like what makes your unit more likely to kill the other unit, and it looks like if we attacked them, they'd immediately die. So yeah, there's actually quite a lot of details. It's simple, and obviously again, alpha, not representative of the final product. Anyway, going on to the actual, going on to other stuff, we have our Naval Forces, which obviously Naval Forces in certain games are fucking amazing. If you've ever played Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai, you'll no doubt know the vital importance of Naval Forces, which is Daka Daka from afar with a big cannon is still Daka Daka. and it can do quite a bit of damage. But still, I can provide naval supremacy fire without needing to see the target, which I like. But we're gonna, for this case, we are going to utilize it to. Actually, we'll save the ammo because it does cost a fuckload of ammo. It is pretty bad. So we can maneuver our troops around. You can see on the top of the unit icon, there's basically a number of action points that it has. So we can maneuver our stuff around. So I'm going to move my Indian company up with the lovely artillery to basically set itself up. And then I could, if I wanted to, use my artillery to basically fuck over that infantry regiment, which I will. Special abilities, and poof, there goes Jerry. And I'm going to maneuver some sappers as well. Now, sappers, certain detachments will have certain opportunities to do shit. For example, these sappers can remove obstacles, repair bridges or buildings, and of course sabotage the supply line, which is pretty funky. But we're not really going to do anything with them because really what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these guys in cover inside and mind my own business. We're going to move up my tank regiment to deal in the light combat. We're technically in a prologue-y session because we do need to attack Pomigliano because it's basically the Luftwaffe is dropping bombs on Naples and we're going to end up losing. We're going to end up dying if we're not careful. So we need... This is one of those things you need to do in order to progress, but then afterwards you're fine. So we're going to move up towards this point. Medical group, we're also going to move up as well. Unfortunately, we have to wait a bit before other units will allow us to do so. We will grab Pompeii, but in a bit. And Panzergruppe will move up as well, just so we can see what's going on. Actually, what we will also do... I can't remember. I don't really think there's any point doing that at this point. We'll probably need to save the ammo for something else. What we will do, though, is we will perhaps dig in. Yeah, we'll dig in as well, so that way we can ensure that we don't get fucked from afar. Anyway, so once we've done everything we wanted to do with our turn, we basically hit the next day option, and ba-boom, there we go. Hey, Luftwaffe. Bye, Luftwaffe. Good while. Oh, no, that's why. Infantry are coming up. So infantry are going to try and attack, and as you can see, they're out of cover, which means they're royally boned if they try and attack. But because we can counterattack them, they're fucked. Or almost fucked. Then we have another bunch of German grenadiers to try and push up. I think they're attacking our dudes, but because we're on Overwatch, and because we've dug in, they didn't stand a fucking chance. Oh, I love this. This is brilliant. Right, so we're going to roll over to here. I'm hoping they will be close enough. Right, NGs. Yeah, NGs are going to be here, thank the Emperor. And then, hopefully, we're going to be able to do a few other things. Right, M-Gear, I'm really hoping it's a 50 cal. And you boys... Alright, cool. And because I really fancy having way too much stuff for little gains, let us make ready and attack the Pomigliano airfield. We can actually attach? Can we attach? Oh, we can have them attached. Nice. Yeah, there we go. We can actually attach them as well, which is nice. So, for example, if I'm not mistaken, I could perhaps attach... Can I attach myself? Yes, I can. Brilliant. Anyway, so we can have our own little attachment, which is nice. And then, as we're going to attack, we can have something else nearby to provide that extra oomph factor. So we have that, and we're going into the effector section. We now have brought in the unit that we've recruited, obviously. And now we get to bring in something else. So, self-defects, off-map neighbor. Actually, I forgot to do something. Oh, no, I can't change it now. Bollocks. All right, well, we'll do that after the battle. I think what we'll probably do is that as a call-in ability. While having off-map naval support is very useful, I also feel that probably having the ability to call in artillery at any point is probably a little bit better. So, without further ado, let's jump into a skirmish battle.
We need to take this airfield to stop the Germans from bombing nearby positions.
Okay, just played a bit too much Final Fantasy XIV recently, and the twining is very much in my head at that point. Right, so this is just the tutorial which introduces you to how to play RTS games. Right?
If you are new to Company of Heroes.
There we go. See? So this is the actual briefing for the thing, which is kind of cool. It's like they slight homage back to the old days, but still. So, already there's one thing I'm going to be talking about, which... Right, let's call in these boys. Doop. Perfect. Oh, mama. Right, anyway. Right, so we're going to basically, it's kind of a tutorial episode. Again, this is still the prologue. So what we're going to do now is we're going to showcase one of the big fancy pants features, the breach mechanic. Go on, Freddy, do your thing. Burn. Yes, it is fire. Clever. And for a second I thought I lost that unit. Nope, that's very fine. Alright, let's go. Time to murderize. Nah, man. Yeah, I call bullshit. You're supposed to shoot them, not us. Also, I'm impressed you can do that whilst holding a rifle. Yeah, he's using that and doing it with his hand as well. That's impressive. And he's just like, I don't trust anyone. Though with that Tash, could you trust anyone else?
All clear. Good work.
The Tash is intense. I love it. Oh, it's fine now. Anyway.
There are still some enemy forces left on the base. Take control of command buildings, and they'll be forced to retreat. But careful, they'll put up a fight.
Really? Oh god, can you imagine that? Germans actually fighting us. Anyway. So, one of the things about this particular game, I will say my biggest complaint is the lack of a zoom.
Listen up. Our scouts tell us the enemy is storing sensitive information on this base. Find those documents and prevent them from being destroyed.
So yeah, like my biggest complaint I have with this particular game at this moment, and it's something that I mentioned when I wrote down on the survey, is just how zoomed in the map is. It doesn't look like it, but it honestly feels like it's way too... like on the map, it look kind of... On the mini-map, you'll think, oh, no, you see zoomed out as far as you can be. No, this feels way too close. Like, this feels half the zoom distance from Company of Heroes 2. And like Company of Heroes 1 in particular as well, like you could feel the right kind of zoom. And I think what would be really nice for going forward is if we have the ability to zoom out further. They're trying to do... So, like, they're trying to make this whole sort of, like, one of the features of the skirmish mode, which is supposedly meant to be a big thing, is this thing called tactical pause, which allows me to literally pause the game and then queue up a number of orders to tell my soldiers to do certain things. And basically, what they're doing is they're simplifying pressing the pause button, holding the shift button down, and then doing a series of orders like before. So there's nothing really that special about tactical pause. It's literally just you're skipping holding the shift button and you're pausing the game. And literally it says here, game paused. Like that, the tactical pause get rid of it. It's stupid. It's a dumb idea. I appreciate you trying to bring something new to the floor, but there is nothing wrong with the tactical map. But unfortunately, me pressing the tactical map button like we had back in the old days. Oh, it's not there, Sonny Jim. So sadly, we basically have got to deal with, you know, they took out the tactical map, which allows me to see all of the points, what their value is, what, like, natural, like, the bigger maps to be able to, you know, to see the whole thing, no longer needed. And instead, we've got this tactical pause. And that's apparently better than just holding the shift button and then pressing the pause button. But what do I know? And I didn't even press that button there. I pressed the pause break button. Anyway, that's my slight rant over. But there is a good thing about this, that once we get enough fuel, I can actually show you. And it's something I very much encourage the developers to put in all of their buildings for vehicles and other shit that we can have. That will be really fucking cool, but we'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, zoom shit, tactical pause shit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try and get ourselves set up. We are also going to have to probably use a bit of fuel to get a repair. We're just trying not to die. Right, you withdraw to the back. Right. We need to basically nuke barrage, armor-piercing barrage. Ooh. Right, so 25-pounder. Range is a bit short on this thing. It's not like super short, but it's shorter. Not shorter than I'd like it to be. Right. Anyway, so at the moment we only seem to have only one item being given to squads per thing, which is kind of okay, but I'm kind of hoping that we can change that up a bit in the near future. Because to be fair, I haven't made a huge amount of content for Company of Heroes, but I have played a shit ton of it. Right, we do get the forward observer barrage, so we've got to be careful about that. Right, infantry, your job as infantry is you are going to be the scouts that basically open the shit up. But no, like, the thing that, and then there, start again, I can't speak. But one of the things I will say that I always liked about the first Company of Heroes more than the other was that it wasn't intended to become a major esports game. And what kind of pushed me off, okay, you're about to get minced. Withdraw. Right, airstrike has taken that dude out, but that's fine. Infantry needs to move up. We'll need to basically secure the north before we then push on the south, but then hopefully by this point I can construct the... and I can. Fantastic. Right, infantry move up. Smack them. Oh, this looks like a direct hit. Almost. That was a direct hit. Ceasefire. Oh, Jerry. Right, you move up. Pop that fucker. You go round. I like the fact that it's an auto vault now, rather than it being an active button that we had to press. It makes sense that they would automatically vault. I don't get why there would have to be a button before, but yeah. Well, it's probably because it was a bit of a dynamically new thing, like the tactical pause button, because apparently the pause button was unknown to PC players before 2021. That you are. Anyway. Oh, for fuck's sake. Airstrike incoming!
Go away.
You cheeky fucking monkey, I swear to God. Good. And sure. So one of the interesting things about the building mechanics is that while you can build bases like before, and they do kind of have a very similar trait to the buildings of Company of Heroes 2. They actually don't need any of the other buildings there. They don't need any sappers or anything to construct them. So now they've gone completely automated, which you already had that to a degree in Company of Heroes 2, but in this I think it's going full on, at least from what we've got from the other stuff. So Right, let's have you boys set up and make ready to push a little bit further. Is that safe? I'm not thinking so. Right, let's move the tank up a bit. Well, a tank, you know what I mean. Can I actually shoot this thing without needing an artillery barrage? Or is it one of those stupid things where it's like, oh, it's an artillery, so I can't shoot shit? I will agree I am kind of cheesing a bit because I want to basically highlight, can I do shit with it? Because there normally is someone in here. Oh, Jerry. You can! Oh. So, one of the other things about this game that's quite fancy... Oh, I just popped a Jerry, but okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Use your main gun, use your main gun. Please use your main gun.
We're history if we don't take down those strafers. Desperate times. Find an enemy tank to take it down.
Yeah, we need to steal a verbal wind. Or we could come up with our own anti-air, but you know, we're allies, we're broke as fuck. Right. But no, going on to a thing which I think is a really freaking awesome thing is this. Withdraw and wait, question. Oh! I could totally do it. Fuck it, we'll do it. And I'll get free resources. Oh, that's so glitchy. But it's so funny. Anyway. So this feature, I think, is really freaking good, and I think they should have this on not only the armored platoon but the motor platoon as well, and to a degree even the infantry, but it's kind of less infantry is kind of harder to explain, but tanks, oh boy, yes, big thumbs up. So what this basically does, as it says here, refunds the 100% of the target vehicle's costs, and basically what you do is you willingly remove your vehicle, hang on, I'll pull back. You willingly remove your vehicle from the battlefield, but, and here's the big but, you can, in fact, then get money back from recycling the vehicle. You know, whatever the vehicle's value was at that point, you actually get to have it all back again, which is really nice, and I think is a great step forward, because it means that players who've either made a mistake or were about to do something funky, but their opponent launched a counterattack, or has launched an attack that they're now trying to deal with and counter themselves, basically it gives them that freedom to kind of go, ah, shit, I need to do this now. But then instead of thinking, well, better suicide my, you know, my little Stuart tank that I was going to move to flank because now everyone's running over and getting this shit, instead we're like going up and, oh, the Jerrys are actually being a bit more proactive in that role. Nice. Right, let's go. Right, let's get a Sherman going. 1, 2, some lots. Anyway, so this is something that I think when I saw this, I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is a thing I want in this thing as well, because I think it would be a really good option. And it's just, again, the biggest thing is it gives players options. It gives me the freedom to decide what I want to do. Do I want to recycle my Panther tank, or do I want to save my Panther tank and try and do whatever? You know, it gives me that freedom. Motherfucking Jerry. Where's the sprint button? I'd like to have a sprint button, that's for damn sure. Right, let's try and push up and get that garrison thing sorted first. Then we'll deal with it. Then we'll deal with that. Right. Actually, we need you. I'll grab you instead. And equip you accordingly. Mortars, I will have you take cover over here. Tank, roll up. Have fun. Tank duos. Ooh. Or have a Sherman. That vehicle should have been dead. Like that. Oh, sniper. Time to pop one. shit. Jerry's got one. Well, the good news is that's that thing destroyed. Right, you grab that, press the shift button.
Oh my god, I can do a tactical pause without pausing.
Sorry, I know I'm probably shitting on some months or weeks worth of work, but at the same time, it's like the logic in this decision is... I think it's something that they probably should be a little less proud of, a little bit more like, okay, well, how about we actually do something a bit more intelligent with that? Oh my fucking god. Right. No, it's still going there. Motherfucking Jerry. Oh, this could be bad. This actually might get me. Or not, because they missed. Oops. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going for. Right, infantry. Run into that building. Double fucking time it. Right, move. It doesn't matter if that infantry die. It sucks if it does, but I just need to garrison the building. I don't need to be in the building for X amount of time.
Scouts were right on the money. We managed to get our hands on valuable intel.
Run, Timothy! Run, Timothy! Forget Fred, he's about to cook up, literally as I fucking said it. Run, Timothy! You and your sniper rifle. Anyway, Jaeger infantry. Tank, I'm shooting. There we go. Auf den Gärenwagen. Oh, hello, infantry. That is one dedicated MG gunner. Anywho, let's go. And Jerry gone bye-bye. Nice. Nice. Right, okay, let's, okay, so now that we've gained that, let's quickly go grab this and, finish it off.
Airstrike incoming.
Motherfuckers. Lag. No. We were lucky. How many dudes can get into a building? Okay, so it does look like there's like the usual 12. Right, mortars definitely do need to go bye-bye. So, right, you make your way over there. Right, you go there. You go grab that. Right, you got Bren then. Actually, no, you've got Boys AT, because apparently that was still considered useful, though I very much doubt it. Right, anyway, let's, right, let's get some American, engineers set into the game. So this is the detachment that we had from the other stuff. So we can do some field defenses. I can make a fighting position. I can get the tank traps. Doesn't actually cost me any resources, with the exception of the armored, with the exception of the fighting position and the other stuff. We have the satchel charge with a very fucking short range. Now this looks like, and also they have a weird thing when it comes to the American infantry versus the English infantry. So the English infantry, they have the ability to upgrade and do the traditional infantry and like grab, where is it? Oh, on my tank. Well done, Jerry. You just blew up your own bloody plane with that.
Great tactical thinking, yes.
Anyway, let's wrap this mission up then. More importantly, let's get rid of that bloody German, let's get rid of the Stuka attacks. Oh, hi there. Right, let's quickly select things. Let's get an archer tank destroyer. It looks like it, from the icon, it looks like an M26 Pershing, but in actual fact, it's an Archer. One of the worst tanks I ever had the misfortune of playing in both War Thunder and in World of Tanks. Actually, no, tell a lie. Archer in World of Tanks was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. Oh, Panzersack! No, god damn it. Roll forwards, roll forwards, roll forwards, roll forwards. Infantry, move up. Smack them. About face and pop that. Ooh. I mean, I know this is an arcadey kind of feel, but still, like, holy shit. Right, make your way over to there. Why are they showing the American flag if it's a German-held base? Oh, it's red, that's why.
This is not American. This is German.
And how did you get to that statement?
Because the flag is red, yeah? We have red flag. You have red flag. Wait, no, that doesn't make any...
Where the fuck is the thing? In a random part of the planet. Or not. Right, well, we're just literally being able to deal with it. So pop that fucker and have the end of this whole charade. Right, you make your way over to there. And you two make your way over there. Right, we just need to kill all the Germans here and then move on. Rifle grenade, be my bay. Ooh, that's a... Yeah, that's a big problem. A boot thief. Are you not dead yet? You wanna explain to me why you're not dead yet? There you go. So apparently you have a special version of a grenade, which is the cooked edition. GG with the truck. It's an interesting version of the truck. I know that they've got the whole... Right, there we go. That's them taken care of. Oh shit. Shit. Panzer. Knock him out. I honestly didn't see him. That's my bad. I'm trying to do this on the hurry up. Oh, you fuckers! Didn't realize they were shit in encountering infantry. I mean, I know there's a Fallschirmjägers, but still. He's gone. Right, okay, make our way over to there. These boys start making their way over to here. Right, so we don't... Oh, there's another bonus objective, apparently. So, yep, that's fine. We can deal with that. Or, flank the MGs to stop your infantry from getting shot to shit. Or, we just get a tank to blow the building up. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, look at that. Mortars are joining in too. Boom. And boom. Cool. So, yes, one of the cool things apparently about the one of the updates featured in this particular game that they're sort of ooh-la-laing about is the fact that apparently the destruction physics in this game are much more realistic. So, for example, if we were to destroy this building in a certain manner, so for example, the shell hits this this support pillar, and the building lands on top of one of the vehicles, it now has a, you have a chance of killing your opponent's vehicles and their stuff with the infantry, with the building itself, rather than with just pure explosions or the actual damage of the stuff itself, which I think is kind of cool. I mean, you could kind of already have it with infantry in Company of Heroes 1. It was kind of one of those sort of silent features. But at the same time, I think, you know what, fair is fair. It's actually pretty good. And it'll be kind of cool to see more of this stuff. It's kind of nice to see that they're trying to do what they can to improve the flow of combat, or improve the. Right, blow that shit up. Come on. Right, I'll pop those rest. But no, it's nice to see that they're trying to make this game actually, improve the game in some other ways. And again, there are some really good things. We'll get back when we get back on the campaign map. I will tell you one thing that will make this whole campaign look really good. But there are still some good things in this. There are some more common sensey things, which is pretty nice. Some of the keybinds, I will agree, is actually pretty decent. Oh, so yeah, this vehicle version. Okay. I think the ability to use phosphorus rounds on anyone is kind of better, because it's what they could do in other games, but sure. Right, you boys make your way over to yonder. You boys... Your infantry have taken a bit of a shit kicking, I will not lie. But... Right, move, move, move. Panzer 4. There's the panzers that were listed. Calcium Jaeger attempting to hold. My dude moving into position. Almost got him. Sticky bomb. Or not. Nice. I like the destruction physics in this. It's not quite as... I mean, to be honest with you, that actually looks like the kind of shit that we'd be getting in the game anyway. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. There are some cool moments when you blow shit up. Right. Panzer begin to move in. Did we lose an infantry section? I think we did. Yes, I think we did. Right, let's get barracks then going. Recruit a new infantry unit. Oh, mama. That's a pack gun that doesn't like me, and no mistake. Right. Let's move these boys up to the right. Try and see if we can deal with it that way. And you boys make your way to the right. And let's see about the enemy base. Ah, there's a bunker here. Well, not like I do like the bunkers now. They look really sick. They have their own little flair to them. Like, unlike the other bunkers from like Company of Heroes 2, where I think they were just more or less copies from Company of Heroes 1. I mean, not to say that the bunkers from Company of Heroes 1 were bad, but, you know, after the second game, it's like we could do with some new shit. Right, hold position, hold position. You go there, and then you fix yourselves up. Right, we knocked out one Panzer IV. Let's see if we can knock out other ones. Right, let's see if we can get through this mission. Hello, you're dead. You're dead. Yeah. Oh, so am I. So am I. Pop him, pop him, pop him, pop him, pop him. You, pop him. Pop him. Ooh, that's bad. That's real bad. Right. Right, infantry. Right, you boys are all set to go, which is great. We need to nuke that section. Ah, I can call this in, and I don't think there's actually a population problem. There isn't, but there is, but I don't have to worry. Right, if you want to pop in and set yourselves up accordingly, I'd say around here-ish. Right, let's try and see if we can nuke that. Yeah, I think they got more NGs over there. No, we did actually lose a unit. No, yes, I did actually lose a unit. That's good to know. I thought for a second I was being a muppet. And turns out, no. Despite all evidence to the contrary, no. In fact, I am not a muppet. It's just through the gap, which then is dynamically fucked. Okay. Quick, go around the corner so we can get shots faster. Yeah, that is a great plan. Except when it doesn't work. Oh, at least the helmets stick on the Jerry's, though. These are very good helmets, I can tell you that. Right, let's pop this mortar here so we can get ourselves set up. We're going to make a port. We're going to try and basically use the bishop to fuck over. Right, pop some shells in that vicinity. Then we can blow up the big problem, or the big no-no. Nice. Good shit, good shit. Right, that's them gone. Right, you push, you push. Mortars. Set yourselves up over there. Nice, nice. Okay, push over to there. I would say we should be able to use the phosphorus shot. Right, there we go. And gone. Push into the position. You lads push in. Bishop. Need you to roll up. And look, we can do it above 100 pop cap. So let's hope that this game has a lot more modding capacity. That's the one thing I'm desperate for when I hear about this game. Is, does this game have the ability to be mod friendly? Does this game wish to be mod friendly? Being mod friendly is probably one of the most important things to me about this particular game. It's something that I feel is extremely important in what makes certain games like Company of Heroes so replayable. Because if you don't have mods, you've effectively killed a long chunk. Like, you've effectively killed a large grouping of player base. Because while the people who will enjoy the sort of the PvP sort of multiplayer, like they did with Company of Heroes 2, they will enjoy the game. They'll have a lot of fun, whatever. For me, there's like only so many times you can play the same thing before you get completely bored stiffness. But with mods, there's that level of that level of replayability that becomes so much more applicable, and it becomes so much more like it basically adds so much more layers to the game and can make something really awesome. I mean, Christ, some of my best playthroughs I've ever had in my YouTube career were thanks to mods. So I'm really hoping that we get to have the benefit of mods entering into Company of Heroes, and not the way that they were introduced in Company of Heroes 2, because I don't really consider that modding. That's just tolerating mods. Like, there was no support for it whatsoever. Like, there was no texture changes, there was no big overhauls. It was literally just, hey, I know, hey, we can do little tiny changes, little tiny little things here and there, and they wouldn't let do more. But yeah. Okay. I will not lie, I am slightly cheesing this because I know where the tanks are coming from. But after this, I do not know what to do. They are dynamic and unique. Destroy tank. Tank. Not tank. 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 Out, bitch. And that's the mission done. And there's a floating Stuka.
Well done, men.
And that's a bunch of poor Jerrys that are getting flumped royally because of my infantry placement. And so here we are. The mission has been completed, and we have captured Palmiano. And I can't remember the entire thing, but here we go. So there's the German mechanized company leaving the base.
Fine plan. Well executed, Commander. The airfield is under Allied control.
Mm-hmm. That it be. That it be. And I can probably give myself... Oh.
With the troops well supplied via the port, the winter line will fall in no time. Assuming Buckram's men can stick to the damn plan, of course.
Commander, Monte Cassino is ripe for the taking. My boys are ready to punch a hole through the winter line on your command.
Special Ops reporting in, Commander. We've made contact with the local partisan resistance. Stand by for intel from their network any day now.
Capture Monte Cassino. So, as we've been introduced to the three commanders, let's have a quick look at the influence rewards. So as you can see, we have three commanders, or three influence, shall we say, and we can choose to support one, the other, or all three for the most benefits. So the general consensus about this is it basically gives you the opportunity to replay the game and say, who should I fancy helping out more in this thing? Should I help out Captain Vellanti, which allows me to do more partisan-y kind of stuff, which allows us to see quicker decrypts, other sort of fancy pants abilities, the ability to sneak behind enemy lines, that sort of thing. Do I go with General Norton, who has the amphibious operations, naval gunfire observers, and Bailey Bridges? Or do I go with the Americans, which give me veteran air crews, MARDIS and MATs, advanced landing fields, close air support, that sort of thing. So we basically have a choice to improve our abilities and sort of do some other stuff. So for example, I have now gotten an influence award, which allows me to get an additional 50 fuel per supply for delivery convoys, which is pretty good. But that's going to have to be it for today, because I don't want to make this video hugely long, although it's probably going to end up still being like 15 minutes or whatever. But that's going to be it for this first episode. But we will be back with the next episode very soon. And this is going to be quite an entertaining little thing. I'm not going to lie, I'm genuinely looking forward to doing this. Van faranno, camino, sessa oranca, chaperone, capture point. Sorry, I know it's an alpha, but still. Anyway, so yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this little thing. I'm actually not gonna lie, this is kind of improv, so apologies if it's not like as normally flashy as my other stuff. But to be fair, when has my shit ever been flashy? It hasn't, so that's fine. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next episode. So don't forget, this is an alpha that you can take part in. Go to the description link down below to click on it to see how nice and snazzy it is, and also all that jazz. And don't forget to provide the survey as well, because that's very important. I believe the survey will be basically do the survey once you've done both gameplays, so that we can make this game as awesome as possible. Who knows, maybe if we're lucky, they may even listen to someone like myself, and they may even take on the whole concept of making this game more mod friendly. And also, more to the point, imagine this but randomly generated. Like, take the template from take a random template of like different terrain types and other stuff, and be able to make a randomly generated campaign at any point. Then add multiplayer on top of that, both versus and co-op, and this game is just you know, just my fucking love. Love you a long time. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. I hope to catch you in the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out.